This video is sponsored by Field Pulse. Use the link that's in the description below and try risk-free for 7 days.
What's up, guys? We got a big one today. It's going to be replacing that condenser coil. They decided not to replace. They wanted to have it fixed. So we're going to replace this Trane condenser coil and do another couple small repairs, but we're just going to focus on the condenser coil replacement in this video. So we're going to get out and get started, and hope y'all enjoy this one. So once we get done recovering, we're going to take the top off, and then we're going to take all the panels and take those off so we can see the coil. And then it should just be 2 connection points. So anything below 10 to 15 psi is typically where you at least want it to be. We're at 4. We should be good. Alright, so we got the cage off of it. Now we're going to disconnect it at the line set so we can get this thing pulled over into the shade somewhere, and then we'll have 2 connection points where this thing's going to attach. First one is going to be right here, and then our other line is going to be right here. Alright, so now that we're in the shade, get this one out of the way, then we'll have to unsweat that one. Pressures are too high. Yeah, so they are.
Yeah, the older son of their Altoona, not the older son, the older brother.
It's got these places it holds the wire in. Okay. Alright, it should pop right off now. Yep. This is an important part you can't forget. You got to put this Armaflex back around these lines where it crosses under the Trane coil, because like I was saying, they're very bad about leaking in these spots. Just like that. What I'm going to do. That's pretty much me right there, but it's not.
Maybe you did this right here, and then
Right there.
So when you're setting the condenser coil onto this platform, the coil all the way around has to set on the inside of these black tabs. So this is just a quick tip I thought I'd give you. It was a little difficult because sometimes the coil can be a little bent out of shape, so you have to shape it up sometimes to get it to sit inside those tabs.
Does that look good all the way around?
a lot over here. We only got.
Look, it looks warped anyways. This whole thing's pushed. See this? See, I can get it to slide in over here, but that's when it starts to bow, I think. There we go. No, that's pretty good, ain't it? All right, cool. that. Got to make sure these aren't touching. You have to, if you have to put something there, you got to do whatever you got to do to make sure they're not touching on any of these connections here, because it will start leaking again. Okay, just gonna burn this Armorflex a little, but it is what it is. Yeah, now it's the fun part, getting the doors back on it.
That one's easy.
Probably should get the corners on first. Don't need to forget these. Summer's definitely just about here. It is scorching over there. That's why we did the whole thing in the shade, and now we're going to bring it back over there, and then we're going to get it soldered back in and put our filter dryer on. And we're going to use this umbrella to try to give us a little bit of shade when we get it back in place, because it is dead sun.
Yeah, I got one just like that.
Okay. So we're going to solder in the...
Like I was saying that shit before I cut it.
Yeah. All right, we'll finish purging and then we'll solder these up. And then we'll be ready to pull a vacuum on this thing. We're going to do a pressure test and then make sure it holds and there's no leaking, and then we can start our vacuum. Tightness test. Now we let it pull. All right, we're getting there. Got a little bit longer on the vacuum. We're at 740. So overall, this thing went pretty good. Hardest part is probably getting that cage back on. So once we got all of that done, that's pretty much the worst part of it. So we're going to wait for this vacuum to finish up. Try to get it as close to around 300, 250, 300. And then we're going to add about 9 to 10 pounds of refrigerant, I believe. And we're going to get this thing crunk up and running. But that's the gist of replacing a condenser coil. Not typically something a technician is going to have to do very often at all. I might have done one 2 years ago, and that was the last time I did one until now. So it's definitely something that is not a common thing that you have to do, but it's definitely good to know how they go in, and they're all pretty much the same. All right, guys. Well, we got this wrapped up. There's our old coil, and this is it was leaking right under here somewhere, and that's usually the spot that it starts to leak. It's around this copper, where it goes from copper to aluminum. We're going to get all this stuff put up while we're waiting on the vacuum, get it charged, and we'll be out of here and on to the next one.
Peace.